Today we have some special guests here with me, but today we'll be talking about Steve Harvey, City Girls, and some other things. Who do I have to my right?
My name's Ivy.
Ivy. And where can I find you?
I guess on Instagram.
Okay.
It's at ivyee.gc1.
Okay, got you.
I'm Taylor. Y'all can find me at Tay, Tay, and then Berend, Berend.
Okay.
What's up, you guys? I'm Olivia. You can find me at Living Barbie Doll. No caps, no spaces, Instagram.
All right. Now, let's just jump right into it. Do y'all believe that broke dudes do not deserve punani? We can start over here.
If you would have asked me when I was like, I don't know, like 2 years ago, I would say maybe, but now, no.
Okay. Why do you feel like that?
Well, my job, for one.
Oh. Okay. You want to disclose that or no? Okay, we can move on.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm not messing with no bum.
Okay. So he has to, for
I'm
you
not.
personally, he has to make a certain amount of
I
money.
mean, he doesn't have to be rich, but I mean, effort. There has to be effort.
Okay.
Like, you have to have a job. You're not about to. I'm
Yeah.
not taking care of both of us. No.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm independent. You be independent.
Okay, now is it the money or is it the actual situation? Like meaning like he can have some money coming in, but he lives with his parents in the basement somewhere.
How old is he?
I don't want to be. I don't want to
I
be
don't know,
getting
25.
freaky down in his mama's basement.
Nah.
Got
We
you.
ain't
Okay.
fucking your mom's baby.
No.
Okay.
No.
So he just has to have a certain amount.
Effort. Yeah, like some. Yeah, no. An independent man. And living
Okay.
with your parents is not an independent man.
Got you. So just independent, financially stable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. What about you?
I've made my fair share of mistakes.
What does that? Hold on, no. What does that mean? You mean you dealt with dudes that were broke?
That were broke bum ass dudes.
Okay.
Meaning I actually paid my last dude's rent twice. Yeah.
Wow.
So I learned my lesson.
Okay.
Point being, yes, you have to be stably financially on your own. And I'm okay disclosing, like I'm a dancer, like I've learned a lot. And I also grew up in a fairly affluent area, but then like now that I don't associate with my parents, like I'm on my own, I want someone who is financially stable, but also has their own goals in mind. Like they're not just happy with like whatever small job they have. Like
Got you.
if they have goals and they're moving forward and like if we can build a life together, then hell yeah, we can contribute together and make money like that. But like, nah, if you're asking me for money for like $20 or something, like
I gotta
nah.
interrupt, and they have to have
Okay.
a freaking car. I don't know why these dudes be.
You
Let's
have
go on a
to-
date, but you gotta pick me.
Hold on. So y'all dealing with dudes that don't even have a car?
Yes.
Okay, first we in Atlanta. Do you know how many dudes out here don't have a car?
I don't know. Oh, so a dude
I
don't have
bike
to have a
everywhere.
car.
I mean, it just depends.
Okay.
I feel like if that person, like for me, for example, I bike everywhere, I Uber everywhere. I live in the city, so everything is very convenient. I feel like I'm not looking for a guy that has a car so I could get rides from him. Like if he wants to, if he has a car, that's fine. But I feel like I'm not looking at someone who they like, what you have, who you are. I'm looking at who you want to be, where you're going. You know, do you have these goals in mind? Because I come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? I come from a really hard background, and my parents never helped me. You know, I've been on my own since I was 17. So, coming from that, it's taught me, you know, you don't look at somebody and see what do they have. You see how, you know, what are they trying to become?
Like how can
Gotcha.
you build together, or how can they build themselves
Right.
up?
And
Yeah.
right now, do broke guys deserve pussy? I feel like in that context,
So now I gotta do that all over again. God, tell technical difficulties.
Do everything from the yeet dude.
Yeah, I gotta just do it over. So make sure that the sound is playing for sure, Ski. Yeah. So super chats again one more time. Yeet says Dorothy on the right has an OnlyFans. Now she
funny?
bougie.
You think it's funny that he called me Dorothy?
I do too.
Yeet,
Anyways.
shout out. Thank you for the super chat. Solo TV says shout out to you, bro. You always got the pogs. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And then Yeet says women wait at the finish line to pick the winner. So throwing the question back at you. How long does a guy have, I guess, to get his stuff together?
okay, so let's say we're dating, right?
Uh-huh.
And I date this person, and he's not, he has a minimum wage job. You know, he doesn't have any like he's kind of complacent with where he's at in life, you know. He's not really thinking about the bigger picture. He's, you know, spending his money on weed, little 3-5s here and there, and you know, he's just buying.
No clue what they talking about.
He buys like, you know, just not thinking about the bigger picture kind of thing. You know, I feel like it should be vice versa. If I'm, you know, how long is that person going to give me to, straighten up my life, get a car, be responsible, get my own place? If you're living with your parents,
okay, go ahead.
if you're living with your parents, you know, are you, if you're 25 still living with your parents,
Why?
depending on them, and you don't have an end goal, you're not okay. Yeah, you can, and there's nothing wrong living with your parents. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I know people right now that live with their parents because it helps save their money, or it's just their culture because, you know, their parents want them to stay with them for a longer time because it's their culture, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't have to wait. You know, am I going to meet would it be easier to be with somebody that's already successful and has status? Yes. You know, but those guys that have status and they have that successfulness already, they want somebody that's equal to that. The guys that aren't there yet, they want somebody that's going to build them up, you know, take time with them, that take time and like, you know, stay with them through the hard times, through their broke
What
to
was the
success.
sigh?
No, I'm waiting until she finish her point, then I'll interject.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay. False. Guys, guys don't really care that much about how much money you make. Especially the more money you make, the less they care.
It's intimidating.
It's not. No, I wouldn't use that word intimidating. We just don't care. Like, it doesn't make you more attractive. It doesn't make you more like we want to. Oh, God, she's a doctor. Let me get with her. You know what I mean? For a guy, for you girls, let me ask you: if a guy was a doctor versus a person at McDonald's, but let's say they make the same amount of money, would you? I mean, I'm sorry. One makes way less and one makes way more. Would you be more attracted to the one that makes more?
Probably, but more because a lot of that has to do with like you take pride in your intelligence. And I'm a big believer in that, like, you don't have to go to school to be intelligent.
I agree.
I grew up in a society where you went to college and you got a job and whatever. With that being said, like, nowadays you can do so many things to make money, but also better yourself and gain more intelligence. And like I said earlier, like, if you're not working towards something, I probably can't be with you because I'm constantly working towards something.
Okay.
And like, I don't know. It's one of those things that's like, you see dudes who are like, again, in our job, in our job, honestly, it's usually the broke dudes that are like, hey, let's hang out for $200. And it's like, well, dude, nah. Like, that's how it like goes to show. It's like broke dudes underestimate, in my opinion, the worth of women.
Period.
Okay. Hold on. Break it down for me.
They look at us like we're a money sign. In reality, we're worth everything. We're priceless. Our body is priceless. Yes, being a dancer, you know, you technically kind of sell your body in a way. You sell the image of a fantasy. But with that being said, we're still people. We're still, at the end of the day, this is our job. And we go home and I'm, you know, who I am. I'm Olivia. I'm not Vivian at my job, you know? And people like, just like to put us in a category and feel like they could put a sign on us and a dollar sign. And that's just
what directly made me realize, like, I even saw it before I started dancing, but like, that's what made me directly realize, for whatever reason, whatever the pattern is, a lot of times, and again, I don't want to speak in generalizations, but a lot of times I have been disrespected in the terms of like, let's just fuck, like, get that pussy, like, blah, 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 from broke dudes. It comes from dudes with a lot of money as well, but like, for the most part, the pattern tends to be people who disrespect for you, like, have disrespect for you, a lot of times can be broke. Or they can be amazing people, but again.
Okay, I got a question. I got to push back. Yeah. Why would you call that disrespect?
To ask me if I want to fuck for $200?
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, first, if I go to the gas station and there's a doctor in line and there's a construction worker in line, the doctor is not going to catcall me.
Exactly.
The construction worker is going to be like, hey, shawty, you looking, like, no.
You got a man.
Yeah. Where you
going?
Let me buy that
Why are you single?
Let me get you that gas, girl. Like, okay, shit.
Yeah, but
Hey, wait, you got $1 I can have too though? Hold on.
Let me hold on to $10.
hold on, we got one more super chat, then I'm gonna get back to that question I just had. Yeet sends another super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Yeet. Woo, it's gonna be a long night. We can date a feminine woman, cute woman who's a cashier. So yeah, this goes back to the point where you said a guy wants a girl that's on his level. No. Yeah. Oh, okay.
They
Well,
like to
of
take
course-
care of girls too. They want to take
Okay.
care of their.
Gotcha.
Because the man wants to feel like exactly. He wants to feel like he's not inferior. And just having my job, I mean, I challenge people on the daily of, I walk out with $1,200 easily at work, and I don't have to, fuck for money. I don't have to.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I don't even have to take off my clothes. So, dating somebody on that type of level is very intimidating. And we spoke about this earlier. What's the first thing that you notice in someone that approaches you like a man? What's the first thing you notice in a man? His confidence.
Gotcha.
The way he carries himself. If a man ain't even gonna approach me most of the time, to be honest, because I'm 6 foot tall. The stallions we get a little hated on because men they're intimidated by us because of we're more intimidating or we're more whatever. But yeah.
Okay, so I want to get this very clear. So when you use the word intimidated, what exactly do you mean when you say intimidated?
So being 6 foot tall, most people are under my height. They look at me.
Oh, so like
and-
size wise.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yes,
thought you meant
but
like okay.
my status and just who I am as a person. I'm very in your face. This is who I am.
You're confident.
Outgoing
You're
and
confident and outgoing.
Right. And a lot of men, they get intimidated by that. They don't know like how to talk to me, or they feel like that I wouldn't even like them because I'm shallow, or or just even like saying in a general way, like my race, for example. A lot of people feel like they can't approach me because, most girls that are white are stuck up,
Okay.
And like they feel like they can't approach me because the girls that look like me are normally mean, or you're shallow or something.
Okay, so question. So
I mean-
do you talk to every guy that approaches you?
Yes, I at least give them a chance.
Oh,
If they
wow.
approach, but this is the thing though, most guys do not approach me.
Mm-hmm.
So if they approach me, they have to have something. They have to be able, they have to have some type of confidence in themselves.
Yeah. Okay. And then for you?
What was the question?
Do you talk to every single guy that
No.
approaches you?
No, just like I was telling you, like the cat calling.
Uh-huh.
No,
Okay.
that's not how you get my attention.
Okay.
You come up, hey, my name, like normal conversation, normal people, maybe, yes, I might. Oh, hey, my name's this and that. But if you're cat calling me, I'm just gonna give you the finger and walk on.
Keep it
probably.
moving.
Yeah, it depends on the context of the conversation.
Okay. And then for you?
I think it's fun.
Oh, what when a cat call?
If you're gonna catcall me, I'll probably like fire back with a sassy remark, or be like just be annoying about it and be like, oh, thank you, I know, or like some stupid shit where it's like they don't usually expect you to say anything
respond.
back.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, you wanted to get my attention. Well, here you go. Now deal with it.
Okay, let me ask a better question. Has a guy ever fucked off of a cat call?
No.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, perfect. That's all. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah,
All right.
Come on, let's go. Let's go to the gas station together. Let's go.
All right, we got some more super chats. Let me catch up, and then we get back into the. Yee says a princess looks for her Prince Charming, but forgets that he has an abundance of princesses to choose from. Top 20% of men. Really quickly, do you ladies feel like that the guys that you go for already have been around the block in a sense?
I feel like most men have already been around the block.
False, but okay.
Most. I said most, not all. Most.
Okay, that's still false, but go ahead.
I don't understand his Prince
Like-
Charming thing.
Meaning, okay, so he's just saying that a lot of princesses, they call themselves princesses, choose the prince, right? But they don't realize that the prince has a lot of princesses as options.
Well, obviously, and we
Okay.
also have a lot of options. So that's what I didn't understand, because I was like, oh, it would be naive to not recognize that us as princesses. I hate that.
Should have brought my tiara. Why didn't you tell me?
No, but that us as princesses don't also have options. Like if it goes both ways. Like There's billions of freaking people.
No. Okay, let me be more specific. He doesn't mean it in that way. He means that majority of women, which is true, go for the top 10, 20% of men. So not in. So when you.
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
society flat out from the time you're born and little tells you that men are supposed to take care of you.
Okay.
It's a societal thing, and thankfully, in my
We
opinion,
getting rid of that.
I was gonna say
We getting
thankfully,
rid of
in my
that.
opinion,
Okay. How?
like
What do you mean?
I want to be an independent woman. I do not want to have to ever depend on anyone for anything.
What is the main context
Never. I'm gonna pay all my bills. Like
that the city girls go by?
I'm
What do they talk
ever
about?
depending on a man for anything.
Okay. That let's get into that. I actually want to
You
get
can
into
still
that.
open my door and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
do
yeah.
all that kind of stuff, but like
Yeah.
when it comes to me being like independently stable and like a grown woman, I'm gonna be independent.
Okay. Now, for you personally, you want a guy to go to take you on a date. I'm guessing. To pay for the date. I'm guessing.
I mean, the first one, yes, you should
Yeah.
pay, but if we're together, I don't mind paying for things.
Okay.
I will offer. I will. If I'm going out with someone, like you paid for it.
Shit, if I
oh,
got it,
last
you got
week, let
it
me pay
too.
for this. Let me get this one.
Okay. And you guys share the same mentality when it comes to that. I want to be very specific.
Okay, so it depends. You know, if we haven't went on it, so say for example, me and my boyfriend, we go on dates, but we go on special dates because when we go on dates, we want to spend money. We want to go somewhere with we want to dress up and look nice. You know, I expect for him when we go on a date like that for him to pay for me, you know? But if we're just going, you know, we're tired, we don't want to cook, we just want to go out to eat real quick, you know, that's fine. You can pay, I'll pay for myself. We can go as friends because at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about the experience
Exactly.
and, you know, you're building a relationship with that person. You
Uh-huh.
can't, unless that person is your husband and, you know, he's paying for everything, you know, you have shared incomes. It's not like you can't pay for yourself.
Okay.
Am I going to pay for everything? No, but it can be, you know, back and forth.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I make money, and if I want to take you out on a treat and take you on a trip, I can do that.
Okay.
And I would love to do that.
Okay, let me ask all three of you, and we can start with this side. I'm sorry, for my right. What do you look for as a relationship-wise? Like, what does your actual relationship look like? Does it look like a monogamous relationship, meaning one man, one woman? Does it look like multiple women? And then how does that dynamic look? Does a guy always lead and, you know, decides what the relationship is going to be like? Or is it like 50-50
It
type
should
shit?
always be 50-50.
Okay,
That's the relationship.
okay,
It can't be like what I say goes. No,
okay,
why are we together?
okay,
You're not. Just because we're together doesn't make you my boss. Like we should be best friends.
okay. And then what about, like, monogamy-wise? Is it,
It
one?
depends on the person that you're with. I feel like
Okay,
because my boyfriend last year might be open to an open relationship, and I'm like, all right, let's go. But I have a new boyfriend now, maybe, and he's like, I don't want to fuck out the relationship, which probably won't happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like it definitely just depends on the person.
okay. So, and then to finalize that, could you be in a relationship where it's open for him and closed for you?
No, of course not. It's open on both sides. It's 50-50.
Okay, all right.
If you would have asked me this a year ago, my answer would have been a little bit different.
Okay.
But I think in terms of like what you were asking about monogamy versus not, it needs to be monogamous in the sense that like, okay, you want to have a three-way with another girl, bet. But like at the end of the day, I'm still the priority and I'm still
okay.
the center of attention.
Okay.
And you don't get to like text on a bitch later on. Like,
Right. Like I can bring a girl home and we can.
Oh, okay.
we
Just
can
have a fun.
But
Gotcha.
you're not gonna. If I wanted to come back, I'm gonna tell her to come back.
Exactly.
You're not
Gotcha.
talking to her.
Gotcha.
I mean,
okay.
you can be you can be friends with the person, whatever, but I don't want any sort of clouded anything in the sense of like,
Extraness.
I am
Yeah.
your girlfriend. You're my boyfriend. We can have fun. I'm totally open to that. But at the end of the day, if I'm not the priority in at least like a sexual intimacy realm, it's never going to work. And sure, maybe that does come from some insecurities. But at the end of the day, also, like, I believe your significant other is called your significant other because they're supposed to make you feel special. They're supposed to make you feel some type of way.
Okay.
And then in terms of like splitting it, like who you are 50-50, like control wise, whatnot.
Yeah.
As someone who has been on both sides of it, where like I've been in like super controlling abusive relationships, and then I've been in relationships where it's like I'm gonna try to be the like confident overbearing one, and just my track record would show that like I'm someone who does like a little bit more of maybe like a 60-40 type mix up. Like I like a guy who's confident in himself and knows what they like, and if they're confident in me, then sure, yeah, sometimes like it takes, if you meet halfway, most things aren't ever going to go 50-50. It's going to go 60-40 in one direction at some point in time.
I would agree. Okay.
But you guys both have to understand it.
Yeah, but
understand
also,
what?
like, yeah.
Whatever the 60-40, like,
Gotcha.
you have to be okay with it. You can't
Okay.
just do it. Be like, you say you don't like it, I'm still gonna do it. Then you're gonna get mad at me, right?
Of course. Yeah.
So you have to still talk about it and each other.
Communication.
Understand it.
You
Yeah.
have
Okay.
to have discussions and communicate. Otherwise,
Communication is key.
Literally.
Okay.
Everything.
Period. I was gonna say that. So what was the question?
The question was monogamy versus polygamy. Would you be in, what does your actual relationship look like in forms of women inside of it, other men inside of it? Is it traditional as the guy is the lead, you at home cooking and cleaning, taking care of kids? Or is it you out living your life working and he's out living his life working? It's more like modern, I would say, and it's 50-50. How would your relationship ultimately look like?
I would definitely say that I am not an insecure girl. I'm very confident with myself.
Okay.
I'm very, but with that being said, if I'm with a person, with someone, I want to be with that person alone. If I wanted to be with somebody else, I would be with somebody else. I feel like I shouldn't have to share my man, because in a way that kind of would make me feel insecure.
Okay.
And it would make me feel like, okay, if he wants to go fuck around with another girl, with that being said, you can have a threesome, but the girl has to be into it. You can't just force a girl and make her feel uncomfortable, because she has to be bisexual to, touch
Explore
another
that,
girl's
yeah.
vagina and explore that. Exactly. So would I be okay with it? No, I wouldn't, because if I'm with that one person, I'm with that one person.
Okay.
And I wouldn't like she was saying, kind of like, I wouldn't want that to like my main fear of that would us to do that and then him to leave me
Gotcha.
for her or
another
something,
girl, yeah.
which probably would not be the case, but because I'd be throwing it back. But
Fuck.
Big bird.
right, I mean, regardless, in a sex sense, I'm probably and even if I was to think, okay, would I have sex with another girl, I would probably be like, I don't want her to be as pretty as me, I don't want her to be badder than me, because that would make me feel like,
Right.
Wow. Okay.
you don't
That's
want
real.
you don't want your relationship in bed to be a competition.
no, it shouldn't feel like, yeah.
I mean, unless you're in, but like,
right, and you should feel like you all are enjoying it in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And then in a relationship, I think definitely it should be 50-50. Communication is the key. If he doesn't understand, men and women do not understand each other. We are on different
Well, hold on.
fields.
I definitely got to push back. I think men understand women, but women don't understand men.
We
Depends
just
on the girl.
care too much. We care way too much. I'm a Pisces, Cancer. I care
I
way
don't
too
even know
much.
what that means.
I'm a Pisces,
Okay.
Pisces rising and a Cancer moon.
Okay.
That means I cry and I care way too much about people that don't care about me. And I'm trying to learn to, have a voice and be present and understand, why people, you can't really blame, you have to realize that people act a way, they treat you, a man is going to treat you how he feels about you.
Yeah, I would agree.
Period. Like,
Yeah.
if he does not care about you, he's not going to be, where are you at? Hey, you do need anything? I haven't spoken to you in a while.
They won't
Would you
be
like to talk to
attentive.
me on the phone?
It's just gonna be the midnight. Hey, you up?
Right. Right.
Got you. Hold on real quick. We have some super chats I got to catch up on. All right. So G Bale says the doctor already has his options. He was talking about earlier. Yeet sends another super chat. Thank you, Yeet. I appreciate it. He says a man is a gatekeeper of relationships. A woman wins if she can keep a high value man after sex. It's your fault if you can't keep him. What are your thoughts on that? Go ahead.
It's my fault that I can't keep him.
What are your thoughts on that? Yeah.
No.
From
Okay.
sex?
yeah, wait.
After sex.
No,
Just because
after
of
sex.
No.
If
I would-
he's only thinking about sex, then that's
No.
not a healthy relationship.
Meaning. Okay. Let me
So
put it
after
in.
you have sex with me, I need to go 100% effort just to make sure that you keep me after.
I wouldn't say 100% effort, but add more value to the relationship or to him more than sex. Yes.
But what if we've like gone on 10 days, we haven't even had sex yet?
But that's what he means. So
Okay.
again, a woman is a gatekeeper of sex. A guy is a gatekeeper of relationships. So at first, the guy is going to be putting in 100%, 90%, etc. till get sex. Then it kind of switches over, and then the woman is putting the work. So he's asking, what are your thoughts on that? We can start down there if you're going to have some thoughts
He's
yet.
gonna have to work on it. He's gonna. Okay, first of all, you're right. A man will 100% say anything, do anything to get this pussy. Period. But you're gonna have to show me. Actions speak louder than words.
Love is an action, not a word.
Word. Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
Look, if if we don't even have an emotional connection, and you don't know me, you don't know what kind of person I am, you know what I'm saying? We're not having sex.
Okay, but let's change it up a little bit. After you have sex, what are you bringing to the table? Let's start on this side. What are you bringing to the table?
My personality, my status, who I am.
Okay.
You know, my job. I'm independent.
Okay.
I don't need somebody. I don't look for a relationship thinking, okay, what can I get out of this person? What can this person pay my bills? No, because at the end of the day, I don't care if he pays my bills. I want to pay my own bill, because if once you let that person say, okay, I'm giving you this much money, then that person can say, oh no, you can't go out with your friends.
Okay, so question, real quick, pushback question. I'm a millionaire. I come to you and say, hey, I want you to just cook, clean, take care of the kids, because I want some NBA kids to be all right. But I want you to quit your job. I don't want you to have social media. Would you be willing to do that?
Okay, I would be willing to do that, but I would not be able to why would I give up social media? That's, that's a little too controlling.
Okay.
Because that's everybody has social media. That's how you relate to people. If you don't have Facebook, how do you? Not a lot of people use Facebook to even connect with their friends and family.
Gotcha.
People that I grew up with.
I wouldn't say more so social media. I would say more so Instagram. Yes,
I would be
the attention app of females.
Yes, I know. I know exactly, because I was in a relationship where a man was taking care of me and gave me money to stop working and pay all my bills and stuff like that. But the relationship was fine, and in the beginning, but then once I wanted to start going out with my friends and I wanted to, do my own thing, he was like, if I do this for you, then you need to go stay at home and do what I want you to do, which is not how it should work. If that person is taking care of you, then they should be able to trust you enough. They should be able to trust you enough for you to go out with your friends and do what you want. Okay. And also, that person should make me feel, if they're taking care of me in that way, they should make me feel like I can ask them for money. I can ask them, I don't necessarily even have to ask them to go out. I could just, hey, I'm going out and this is what I'm doing. I'll let you know when I get home. That's how a healthy relationship should work. Okay. And not, if I'm paying your bills, you got to stay home, because at the end of the day, I'm not your slave. Yeah.
If they're taking care of you, it should be because they want to, not because they want to have higher power over you.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would agree. You was about to say something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the ADHD moment.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Let me get back to Super Chats then. Solo TV says girls on Tinder smashing for free and they bring Henny too. Wait, what?
We don't use Tinder, baby.
All right. Thank you for the Super Chat.
In real life.
You're right, though. You're right.
Thank you for the Super Chat.
But there are girls that don't put value on themselves as other girls. And you have to remember that not all girls, are the same. All women like to say that all men are the same, which is a lie. Every man is different. Every person individually is different. And there are girls that are on Tinder. It just as guys are using Tinder to hook up with random people. Just
trying to, at least.
Women are the same. Women are the same.
I've had my fair share of evenings where I've brought alcohol, we've hung out and just fucked, and that was it. But I also wasn't looking necessarily for anything more. It was just kind of to go fuck.
Okay, got you. He sends a Super Chat. He says, high value men don't care about your money and education. Facts. Wolf Fan sends a Super Chat. He says, hey, Miss... Oh, shit. He's sending shots. Thank you for a Super Chat. He says, hey, Miss Rainbow Road in the middle. Are you referring to having options as simps flooding your DMs or high-value men wanting to propose to you? That's a great question.
No.
What do you consider options? That's what he's basically asking. Do you consider options...
Walking into a bar and, I don't know who's going to be in there.
Gotcha.
If I had people flooding in my DMs, ooh, I would love that, but I don't.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
that's also something else. Like, and I don't mean this in a conceited, cocky manner whatsoever,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I'm a beautiful woman, and I know that. However, like, just because I'm beautiful does not mean I got hella dudes simping all the time. Like,
Period.
I maybe get one DM a week if I'm lucky.
One a week.
So I'm serious, and maybe it's because
Doubt it.
No, I'm 100. You could look at my DMs right now, but I think it's because I don't necessarily put myself out there on social media as much anymore as I used to, maybe. But I meant more options, like when I walk into a bar. Like, I mean, hey, I'm a social woman. Like, I'll go out with my girlfriends if I want to, but a lot of times if I go out to a bar or a club or something, like, hell yeah, it'd be kind of fucking cool to meet
So
somebody.
like sexual options.
Yeah, like, yeah.
gotcha.
I don't necessarily mean like,
Anyone could be an option.
yeah,
What?
I like
Anyone
meeting
could be
people.
an option.
for real.
Anyone.
Not true, but
I mean, yeah, until I talk to you and you give me a reason, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
off the
Yeah.
list. But
Gotcha.
like, if I've never talked to you, don't know anything about you, how can I be like,
Yeah.
no?
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. He's just asking the difference because that is a very big difference, and I definitely want to
I
be
see
very
what he
clear.
was saying though.
No,
yeah.
no. I want to be very clear. There's difference between a sexual option and someone who's actually want to stay with you after sex.
Oh, that's
Those are
what I
two
no, but
complete
that's what I
different
mean though too. Though.
Gotcha.
Like I for real mean though. Like, but I guess that's the only thing I know though is like a lot of the people I've dated, at least since I've been in Atlanta, because I'm not from here, so I don't have a foundation built up. I've been here for a little less than 2 years, a little over 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, okay, people in bars are sexual viable options. Sounds like a science experiment. They're sexual options, but I mean more like any of those men that I meet out could also very well ask me on a date, and we could go on a date, and then it could bud something. Like I'm a very open-minded person, and like
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't go out closed-minded. Like unless you're a doctor, or we can have millions of dollars together. I don't want you. Like no,
Okay.
like
Yeah, I was about to ask you that first, so say that thought. Go.
I also feel like people are too used to just like sliding in the DMs and meeting people off social media that if they not used to going out and meeting someone at the bar and actually going on a real
Confidence.
date with them or
Yeah.
like actually hanging out with them. Like they're just so used to the
Right.
All
It's
in your-
easier.
Yeah, no, that's true. All right, let's catch up with the super chat. All right, he sends super chat. He says, thank you for super chat though, by the way. He says, if you want monogamy, get an average dude. If you want a high value male, you have no choice but to share. A high value male can replace you with 50 women waiting in line. What are your thoughts on that?
that's
Go
an
down the
angry,
list.
funny.
that's an angrily ignorant comment.
Okay, if he's looking for another woman to replace me with, then he didn't know my value from the first place. From the
Okay.
the first,
Am I allowed to ask?
and like we
Yeet
said
a question?
earlier, it's different.
Well,
like,
you can, but he's not going to be able to answer unless
we
he
all
sends
said
us.
it was like okay as long as you talk and understand.
Uh-huh.
Like,
My question would be, when did he get his doctorate degree?
Okay, so let me ask you girls a question. What makes a high value dude for you? Let's get that established.
But I feel like he is talking about high
good
value
question.
monetarily. He's not talking about personality.
So, okay, I don't think personality has too much to do with a high value dude. High value dude means someone who makes a lot of money, has a lot of status, has a lot of power, over 6 feet tall, etc. He's basically the perfect. If y'all was to imagine the perfect dude, that's would be him.
that's
Yeah.
not what I'm looking for.
is he
Got you.
narcissistic though?
That's why I'm not looking for the
got you.
perfect dude. Yeah, no.
Okay.
He does have to have personality if he has all those things because you don't have status without personality.
I'm not dating a doormat.
True. Well, somewhat true. Somewhat true. But what are your thoughts on what makes a high value dude for you? And
I
we can go down the
definitely think that somebody, personality is a big thing. Okay, high value. That person cares about, themselves. They wake up every day and they take care of themselves. They take a shower. They, not take a shower, but they
No,
care.
but,
like they,
yeah.
and they look in the mirror. And most guys, be real.
Okay.
Most guys, they don't even think about. They're just like, okay, I'm gonna put these t-shirt and jeans on, and I'm gonna go. A guy that values themselves and loves themselves is gonna, care about what they're wearing, care about their social media, their presence, and how they come off to other people. How they treat you. A man is gonna show you how they feel about you, how they treat you. They're. How I value a man is how they treat me, and they love their parents. They're respectful, they're honest, they're truthful, like they're responsible.
Okay, so for you personally,
They're not
their
going out every night.
personality and their actions make them more high value to you.
Right.
Okay, got you. Now for you, Or what makes a guy high value dude versus an average guy?
Yeah.
Average guy's an average guy, cool, whatever. He makes average money, etc. What is a high value dude for you?
I am willing to 100% admit a high value dude is someone who has like a monetary status, but also I'm a little bit of an anomaly. I did grow up in an area where like a lot of people like I dated and like let's say had we actually had relationships ongoing, like they would be using their family's money for the rest of their lives.
Gotcha. Wow.
And like that creates a really different dynamic of people. And truthfully, like having grown up around that, and yes, is it great to know people and be in that like level of society? Sure. But I've also seen people who have had to work to get there and people who have had it handed to them.
People appreciate it more.
And it is a drastic difference. So I see someone as high value as someone who's, okay, sure. Either you built yourself up from nothing or, okay, yeah, you took an investment from a family member or whoever, but you still created something with it. Gotcha. And that to me contains much more value than just the monetary stamp you have on your head.
Okay. Now that exact definition that you just gave, I would actually agree with that monetary part of someone just because they got it doesn't make them automatically high valuable. Is what they do with it when they got it
and how they do it. Yeah,
I like that. What are your thoughts?
Actions, efforts, and goals.
Okay, actions, efforts, and goals. Break it down for me. Efforts. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Break it down for me.
Explain myself.
Yeah, of course.
They have to have goals. Like, I don't know. Like, they just can't be just like she said. Like, oh, I have all this money, but I'm just sitting here. Like, for what? Like, why?
Okay.
Go live your life and do something. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Be complacent.
Got you.
Don't be complacent.
Let's get back to super chats. And by the way, we have people watching. That just joined in. I want you guys to like the video, smash the video, the like button. Ava Tez says Blondie brings the ability to change light bulbs. I really appreciate that super chat. You want any shots back? You want to shoot back?
What did you mean?
like because you're tall, you can.
Blondie brings the ability to change light bulbs.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm bringing the ability to birth D1 basketball players or D1 pace. Wait, what is it?
Basketball.
Basketball, football, NFL, girl. You know.
Alexander69 Nevermind says, I'm hearing these girls bring nothing to the table but the peace sleeve, ? Hold on, before y'all guys respond. Yeet says, rate yourselves and don't use 7. I was going to get to that, Yeet, but thank you for that. So the first one he says, we already talked about bringing to the table, but rate yourselves from 1 to 10, not using 7.
I'm a 10.
Okay. Why are you a 10?
Everyone should think that they're a 10.
Okay.
Everyone.
Okay.
I love myself. You might not. You might think I'm a 1, but to me, I'm a 10. I
Got
love
you.
me,
Maybe I'm a 10.
and I don't care what you think.
Okay. Got you. Hold on, before I go to her, I'll give you some time to think. What constitutes a 10 for you versus a 1 for you? And let me be more specific. What do you think a guy would rate you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Oh, that's a very different question.
That's why I'm changing it now.
That's why I hesitated.
Yeah, I'm trying to switch it up on y'all.
I don't know.
Trying to switch it up.
I don't like that.
You don't like it?
I'm a 6.
No.
Okay.
I think I'm cool. Like,
Okay.
I have a good personality. I'm a cool girl. So, like, I don't know. I guess like an 8. I don't know. I get along with most people pretty well.
Okay.
What would you rate me? You're a guy. Come on.
We'll wait. You said-
I was gonna say, well, when you first asked it, like I'd call myself a 6, and like the only reason I say that is because I know I have a lot to do in a lot of ways to grow and stuff.
Got you.
And
Got
I
you.
am not a perfect person at all.
No.
With that being said, though, like I also am very open about it. Like I've struggled with my mental health, and I have a lot of my own insecurities. And with that being the case, like I like to value myself at like what I see, like what I deem like realistic, I guess. And it would be dope if I were a 10, but I probably won't ever actually see myself as a 10. And I don't say that for a pity party of any means. It's just my honest like opinion. And I don't know, you'd have to ask dudes what they think. I've gotten everything from, oh my God, you're a 10 to like, holy shit, like gremlin life. Like I'm like, but like, it just depends. I mean, like, again though, I think if that question were deemed, are you asking based on someone's looks? Or are you asking based on who they are?
Right.
I'm asking based off of what guys value in the sexual marketplace. So normally when
Looks.
guys ask that,
Then in that sense, I'm fucking 9. But in the sexual marketplace, if we get that far.
okay,
But,
no, in a sexual meaning like dating wise, could be I'm just trying to get you on a date. It doesn't mean actual physical sex.
okay, well, damn him with the 7, because a 7 would be like,
But that's why they say don't use
Yeah.
7 because majority of women
Everyone
say it's
goes,
7.
yeah,
so
yes.
6 then, 6.
So
Okay.
I would rate myself on my looks or on
No,
my
like,
personality
you're-
or just in general.
Like dateability, relationships.
Yeah. So
etc.
again, how basically the desire of a guy to want to get you. In what range? A 10 would be like, I don't know, Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, etc. A 1 would be like a 1, a 2, or 3 would
Take
be
me back
like
down.
Izzy and
To think
I don't know.
that you're not the same value, a 10, as Kim Kardashian
Mm-hmm.
is how society like makes us think on a daily basis. Like it makes us think like, oh, I'm never gonna be what I strive to be because but in
It
reality,
doesn't make you less of a person.
no, it doesn't. And
No.
I think that I am a 10 because not only I'm humble and I've worked so hard for everything that I have today. I've worked so hard to, have the friends I have the people in my life and have people that love me and have people to really realize, oh my God, I'm a great person. And not only am I pretty, but I'm a smart person and I will go out of my way for people. And I feel like not a lot of people have that,
Mentality.
that mentality or
Gotcha.
that selfless factor is what you need to be a good person.
Okay.
And I mean, not everybody feels that way because not a lot of guys want to be vulnerable to you. But in reality, I feel like if it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about me, it's how I feel about myself. And I think I'm a 10 because, I have a lot to offer other than my looks.
Okay, got you. We got another super chat. We got a lot of super chats. That's what I'm trying to just catch up. Ye sends another super chat. He says, "Money, status, power, networking is what women desire." Is that true or false? Let's just go down the line.
False.
False.
What was it? Money?
Money, status, power, networking is what women desire.
Yeah.
Depends
some
on what
of my
kind of
best
woman you
life.
are.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes, hell yeah, but also like that's not like when I go out and I don't.
But
I
that's
feel
not
like
my
that's like
main
an on the
focus
hunt
in
my
question.
finna talk-
Yeah.
No, like
Okay.
yes, is that in the back of my mind? Is that my natural instinct? For sure, but that's not necessarily the front of my mind. Like when I go out to do things, when I go out to meet people, I'm not just like money, status, power. Who are you?
I'm not
Like,
going out looking for the top dog.
No, but I mean, like if I find you, then like okay, bet.
Okay.
I feel like it also depends on what kind of woman you are. If you have a degree and you're a doctor, you're not going to look for somebody that's working at 7-Eleven.
Got
You're
you.
looking for somebody that's on the same level as you, Like celebrities, you see, what's that song? By, what's her name? She is, it's about, it's like a single, I don't know.
Is it?
No, I don't remember her name. Anyway,
Is she black and fat?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's her.
Yeah. Well, Lizzo.
Lizzo. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I meant
Well,
actually.
she's like, I broke up with my man and got with on her level, of course she's gonna be looking for somebody that's a professional basketball player. But in reality, we should be, if you feel like you deserve that, then why not go for it? Why are you stopping? Why are you letting other people stop you from being great? Why are you letting other people stop you from being great?
Okay.
I feel like in reality, I want to date somebody that has status, wealth, and power because I want to walk into a place and have everybody look at me. I want to walk into a place and be like, oh, I know her and I know him and they're great people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I could talk to them and they're not stuck up. They might look like they have it all. And, we might not even have it all, but we have, that. Do I look for that? Yes. But am I looking for somebody that, like you were saying before, are you going to stay with somebody that doesn't have that? Or are you going to stay with
how
somebody?
long? Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Or
yeah.
are you going to get that, they already have it, or are you going to get it and they're going to build it up, grow with them?
Got you. Okay,
just
so
depends.
Okay, so for you girls, I want to get the hierarchy of your things that you want: money, looks, status, and personality. What's most important to least important?
Top to bottom.
Yeah. Yep.
What's the list? Personality is number one. first
Okay.
of all.
Money, looks, status, personality
Personality.
is number one. So he can be ugly. He can not have that much money. He can not have much status.
No, I just said that's number one.
Okay, got you.
That's just number one.
Uh-huh.
Because if he is rich and status and we can't have a conversation, then how are we gonna have a relationship?
Okay.
It's not gonna work.
Okay.
So yeah.
What's your number two?
Looks, I guess.
Be real.
Looks.
Yeah, be real.
I guess
Okay.
looks.
Okay.
And then money and status.
Okay.
Because you can be rich and most of the most wealthiest people, you look at them and you can't even tell that they're rich.
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
not-
I
Bill
don't want,
Gates.
you don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to walk
yeah,
into a
facts.
building and everyone know who you are.
I guess
Yeah.
that would be my question before I answer is, how do you differentiate status with money? Because now, like,
Money
especially in
is
Atlanta,
like-
isn't money status?
No.
It's not the same thing. So money is just like you got money. You got that doesn't mean you necessarily showy. Status is more like, I don't know, you go to someone's Instagram and they have like
Everyone
a million
knows who
followers.
you are.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows who you are. Yes.
You walk into the club and everyone's like, "Oh, I know them. I've
Yeah.
seen them
Oh,
on
yeah.
Instagram."
Okay,
but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So
Oh, well, then I would go probably looks, status, personality, money.
okay. Looks, personality, money.
Looks, status, personality, money.
Okay.
Okay, so I would definitely say that personality has everything to do with everything. You know, if I look, I feel like most of the people that I've dated, I'm not that type of person where I look at people, their looks per se.
Right.
A lot of the time it's like you could be ugly, but you could have a really big dick and you can pleasure me and you
a
can
really
give
big
me,
heart, okay?
Right. Well, yeah, and you can give me things that most guys can't. You know, you give me security.
Sound like some Sims. He said really hard.
Security. You know,
Okay.
you give me a sense of like I can trust this person. I can rely on you. You know, I'm looking for that part of your personality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks, you know, don't really mean everything.
That's your
because
number
at
two
the end of
is
the
looks?
day, looks fade.
Okay.
Looks
yeah,
fade.
of course.
And I've learned this from my mother herself. She had cancer when I was 8 months old, and she her whole life changed because she turned into a completely different person. And you know, she always told me she grieved the person that she used to be because she became a different person. And she said, you know, always remember that looks fade. And who you are as a person deep down in your heart is the only thing that matters, because somebody could splash acid in your face tomorrow. And is that person that you were just with last night, are they going to love you the same? You know, you could get cancer tomorrow. I could be diagnosed with lung cancer tomorrow and I'd have to shave my head because I have to start chemo. Is that person going to still love me the same because I don't have hair? Because I don't have eyebrows? You know?
I got you. Okay. Let's catch up to the super chats. We have Wolffan. He says, question for the ladies. What are the top 3 things you believe men look for in women for marriage? Very specific question. Thank you for the super chat.
For marriage.
Loyalty.
Okay.
Loyalty, I think, is like one of the top.
Okay. And then the other
Top.
2?
Um,
Oh, hold on. When you say loyalty, I want you to be specific. What do you mean when you say loyalty? Because there's different levels of loyalty. There's delusional loyalty. There's
no, like
you know.
real, honest, open,
Okay.
like
Rawness.
diehard loyalty. Yeah,
Okay.
no, like
Raw.
yeah.
Okay.
What else? Ugh.
Okay. So hold on. Pause with the loyalty. Me and you dating. We've been married for 5 years. I go cheat. Are you still staying or not?
No,
Okay. So where's the loyalty?
It depends.
but
Okay.
you cheated.
Okay. Got
But
you.
you cheated. You weren't loyal.
Okay.
It has to be reciprocated, right?
No, go ahead.
I don't.
Go ahead with the other 2. What's the other 2?
I'm gonna say personality, I guess.
Okay. Okay. And then there's no third one?
I guess like goals, like you don't necessarily want to be like we don't want to be with a bum. You don't
Okay.
want to be with a woman who literally doesn't do anything. Like she
Okay.
just
Care
sits
about
around your
herself.
house all day and eats your food and uses your money and doesn't do anything. Like,
Got you.
do you want to
Hungry
be with
bitches.
someone like that?
No.
They at least have to something.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know.
Okay.
Right. Ambitious.
What are the top 3 things you believe men look for in women for marriage specifically?
Loyalty. And the only reason I say that again is because, like, I don't really know, unless it's an outside the box situation, I don't really know of a man or a woman that particularly prefers their significant other to break marriage vows, if that's what you believe in, and go out fucking on a bunch of people. Like, probably not gonna go well. I think that, like, I've never been married, but I think like sexual interest in one another and like the ability to like develop that together, like especially the longer you've been married, like you can't have that part of your life get boring.
The longer
Okay.
Or
you've
else
been
that's
together,
when
I feel like
people
it's harder
start
to
looking
get
for
loyal
something else
now.
because you feel
Okay.
deprived.
Okay.
And then I don't know. Like that's hard because like
Fellas, this is crazy.
I guess
All right.
I guess personality would be another one. It's I guess I'm not a dude, so like
I honestly don't know what they look for
I've now that I'm thinking about it, I've never been asked
that
or
question?
asked that
Yeah.
question. Yeah, but
Welcome
I guess
to Red Pill Overdose. Okay.
I for real though, I would say like loyalty,
Okay.
like sexual interest in developing the relationship, and
She's ready.
Yeah,
Yeah, she is ready.
Yeah, I guess personality, or I was gonna say a woman who takes pride in who she is, but
Period.
there's plenty of men I've met out there that, not to be a dick, but like don't really care about that. And that's maybe
We don't.
I mean, but right. And so like that's why it's hard for me to answer that question, because while like I've always felt I've kind of got like a lot of dude mentalities in how I think about things, I'm not a dude, so I haven't really sought out marriage from my end yet, so I'm not sure.
Got you. Okay.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
So I think that relationships nowadays are a lot different than relationships back in the day. You know, my grandparents, for example, they met each other in like 2 weeks and decided that they wanted to get married, and they're still together to this day. I know people that to this day right now that met each other 3 days and they knew that they were going to be together for the rest of their lives. Are those people, are those type of relationships happen nowadays in 2021? Do you think?
No.
No.
Because
So-
you know so much about people.
Well,
like,
it's also because back in the day, you know, it was like a thing to, okay, I need to get married. I need to have kids. I need to have this security. So I'm not, you know, so that person's like, oh, she's sleeping around. She's a floozy. You know, I feel like, okay, now, somebody should look for durability. You know, like, am I going to be able to stay with you through shit? If you you know, turn around, like you said, if you cheat on me tomorrow, am I going to be able to stay with you? I mean, if we have children, absolutely.
Yes.
Because my parents got a divorce at a very young age, and it changed I feel like, you know, people that have a 2-parent income become more successful.
Gotcha.
People that have, you know, that background of my parents made me go to school, made me do this, you know, that they became different because they care, like they had somebody holding them accountable.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that somebody is going to look for somebody you're going to stay with them if through sickness and health.
Okay.
You know?
So that's the durability.
Right. And
Gotcha.
then the second one, I'd probably say, you know, honesty. You know, if I'm marrying somebody, I'm going to be able for them to, you know, I'm going to be blackout drunk and them be able to take care of me and put a, you know, tampon in me if I need to.
Wait,
you know?
what?
You
Hold
know,
on.
like the honesty. We need to have
Should be your best friend.
You know, exactly.
best
That we
friend.
should be able to tell each other anything and everything. If I cheat on this person, I'm sorry. I mean, that
the
did,
fuck?
but you know what I mean? Like,
No, I get it,
not
but
a lot of
okay.
guys, but we should be able to
Never in
trust
my
each
life.
other so much.
I was a little
that
too drunk
if
for that
I
one. That
was-
one got me.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But you know what I mean? Like, you should be able to trust
Like best
them
friend.
so
like,
much.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
got you.
You know,
got you.
I mean, not a lot of people have that.
That's what we
There's
have to.
always like a barrier, and you
Uh-huh.
have to feel like, oh, I can't be this way around
you
my
can poop in front of
boyfriend.
them.
Exactly, and you
no,
should have
what
that.
are y'all talking
You
about?
wouldn't- I would poop in front of
I'm
my
not pooping in
boyfriend
front of
and you-
nobody.
Not like oh watch me poo, but like if
Oh,
you're
no.
in the bathroom and she needs to
If
come
I'm
like wash your
blackout
face or something
drunk,
and you're pooping, you
right.
should be close enough
Right.
to
No.
not get comfortable.
Yes.
No.
What?
If you're
Never.
married, but you're talking about in a sense of being married.
True, but I've been in relationships 2 years, 3 years. I will never poop in. That's just, I don't know. That's
We got
just me
ourselves a shy
personally.
pooper.
I'm a shy pooper.
Well,
You may
and
be
that's-
right. Okay.
I want to be able
Rick
to
and Morty
know that.
reference.
I want to
never
be able
seen
to
it.
trust that person, know that they
With your
will take
life.
care of me with my life.
Yeah.
Exactly. If somebody came up to me and tried to rob me, he would put himself in front of me. And okay, and that's my third is, you know,
Safety.
safety, and just like that person will 100% ride or die for me.
Gotcha.
If I kill somebody, you know, they gonna
Whoa.
fucking okay.
You gonna let me have it? Your
These
mama's
points,
house.
bro.
Right. I mean, well, not okay. Listen, that's a little drastic. That's a little drastic.
Yeah, okay.
Extremes.
But you know, say anything happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
And that
You
person
need them to be your ride or die.
needs.
Yeah, right.
I need that person to be 100% down for me.
Okay.
100% ride or die. Durability, can go through anything
And poop in front of you.
stay.
Got it. All right, and got it. All right, here's some things that you definitely miss. Peace. Guys want peace in marriage. So when he's battling the world and he's working out in the world and blah blah blah, he don't want to come home to a masculine energy fighting with his woman.
Oh, hell
blah blah
no.
blah blah. So
No.
peace is a big one. You guys missed that.
Yeah.
Submissiveness. That's a very another one that ties into peace. In a
If you
sense.
like that.
huh?
Not in a sexual sense.
Not in a sexual sense. I'm
Oh.
talking about again. It ties into the peace.
Because a man wants to wear pants and
Yeah.
Obviously.
He wants to
He
take
wants to
care
leave.
of
He doesn't
you.
wanna feel
Like I was,
inferior.
they
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
take care of
Oh
you.
yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's true. So yeah, I'm just letting you guys know that. All right, let's move on to these questions because we getting sidetracked. All right, Solo TV with this poop shit. Ladies, can you please? Oh, they want to know your outfit of the day. Outfit of the day.
I have to show it.
Yeah.
Like stand up.
I'm just
Yeah.
wearing like
Here comes the hate comments. I feel it.
Nobody say shit about my
Betty
tie
Boop.
dye dress.
we rocking fashion.
I
Nova
never
over
wear-
here,
Anyway,
so.
I never wear colors, but I did
yeah,
get this today.
It's an off day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have lash glue.
yeah. Go ahead, real quick.
I know mine are coming off. I'm like just ready to rip it off.
But hold on. Hey, hold on. Damn, overdose. They fucking up the whole podcast.
I thought it was hanging on me.
All right, let's continue. Alexander, because we got to wrap this up. Alexander69 says 6 feet blondie is a 5'3", tie-dye dress is a 4, redhead is a 5'5", as far as looks only. All right, thank you for the
said
super
I'm a
chat.
what?
We didn't.
No,
ask.
I'm gonna wait. Wait, what?
We didn't ask.
Yeah, shots fired. Back. All right. Anyway, let's continue. Yee says, oh, they rating you guys. Here we go. All right. Yee sends a super chat. He says, Amazon girl 6, middle
I
2.
love these nicknames.
Since
Thank you.
she's like to sleep with dudes with Henny, she's a 4.
Hey, why y'all knocking Henny? I love me some Henny.
Henny.
All right.
All
I
right.
love me some Henny.
Yee says Lizzo needs to lose some weight to get a high value male.
That's his opinion.
yeah,
Her
that's
opinion.
opinion.
His, her, y'all opinion.
All right, guys age like wine, women age like milk. What are your thoughts on that? That's a very specific super chat.
I don't think that's accurate.
Okay.
I don't think that's accurate at all.
What are your thoughts?
You said women age like wine?
He says
Milk.
he says
Like
guys
milk.
age like wine, women age like milk. What are your thoughts?
If you take care of yourself, like it depends.
I spend at least probably like $300 a month just on, well, not a month, but
Alexander,
I
you're
have at least $1,000 worth of skincare
Mm-hmm.
in
It's up to you.
my cabinet.
Okay.
And it's up to you if you want to take care of yourself. I definitely believe a lot of if you don't wear sunscreen every day, you have a problem.
If your
Okay.
girl is aging like milk, you got a problem.
All right, hold on. Let me put this into better perspective.
Thank God.
Because here's the thing. He's true in a sense of value. Women get their value as soon as they turn 18. In some countries, it's 16. Obviously, that's the age of consent. As soon as you able to have sex, that's when you get your value. And then you kind of age out. Men, we don't even get our value till like 30, 35. That's when you start to get the cars, the nice places. You move out your mama's house. You get the, what? Go ahead.
You don't want to be fucking on an immature dude.
What?
That's why
Gotcha.
girls tend to, especially for speaking
Older
in, like,
guys.
holistically,
Older guys, yeah.
they like
Yep,
older
yep,
guys,
yep.
but it's not the age. It could be the status, but a lot of times
Confidence.
it's that women. I mean, that's why a lot of times why, at least where I'm from, like in Ohio, especially, like if you're a boy who's on that age gap when you're little,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get held back instead of being the young one in the grade.
Gotcha.
You'll be the old one in the grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that is like a very prevalent way that society and even us as women see men. It's like if I'm hanging out with a 21-year-old dude, likelihoods are he's
Don't have a car. Don't have his stuff
not
together.
even that, but aggressively immature.
Gotcha.
And so that's why you aim for the age higher, because we feel like we can relate to them more on a social level.
I want a man, not a boy.
Aggressively.
All right. It's shots fired. He says 70 to 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. Facts.
How many of those did the man cheat on the women?
We don't know those
Yeah, did
statistics
the man
yet.
cause
Well-
the problem or like?
And
And I always go back
how
to the
many
men, fellas.
marriages?
What's the next one?
Oh God.
How
All
many
right.
marriages are failed because men don't agree to having counseling and don't agree to,
Or they just
being
don't
the wrong
understand. Like you
person?
might communicate, but you guys don't understand each other. Like you have
Exactly.
to understand.
And
You have to
some-
listen to what they're saying and comprehend. You might not agree, but you need to understand and comprehend.
Got you.
And know why they feel some type of way or whatever.
Okay. Yeet sends another one. He says, Helga on the left, you sang a whole lot of nothing. Who's Helga? All right. Wolf fan sends a super chat. He
Thanks.
says, I'm so confused. You women are talking about dating and relationships, but struggle to name 3 things that we want.
And I agree
What are
with
your
that.
thoughts?
I agree with that struggle.
Yeah.
I said that right before I answered.
You she did.
Maybe
Yeah.
you guys don't let us know what you guys want.
Feminine, fit, friendly,
All right,
submissive,
see?
The
peace.
peace.
Now I
peace.
know.
Yeah, okay.
Now I know.
Yeah, and
You
like
got-
I said, I'd never been approached by a guy. But I've never been approached by a guy, or I've never thought to ask a guy. I don't know why. But hey, what are you looking for in a woman?
We should ask that
Usually I
tonight.
want you to. I'm going to, but usually I want the answer to be like, hey, why do you like me? Because I know most women I like to be valued.
Yeah, got
But
you.
that's why that was so interesting to me when you asked that, because I really did not have an answer, and so
Yeah.
I think it was cool that was the question, the way the direction went with whoever ended up asking that.
Got you. Well, you was about to say something. I know you was about to say something. What? we only got 10 more minutes. Go ahead.
What was the question?
Exactly.
No, it wasn't a question. It's more of a statement. He says, I'm so confused. You women are talking about dating and relationships, but are struggling to name 3 things that we want.
Okay. Well, with that being said, okay. Right, you're right. Okay. A man, if that we're saying a regular dominant relationship, man leads the relationship. He is going to lead the relationship in a way where we have peace or we're fighting all the time.
Okay.
Are you going to listen to me? Are you going to sit down and communicate? Because yes, a man can lead the relationship, but if he's not leading it in a healthy way and not listening
not
to
gonna
you,
wanna follow.
not validating the way
Gotcha.
you feel, validating.
I think it was
Validating the way you feel. You could be upset with somebody and you could be like, you don't understand why they're upset, but you could be like, I understand
That you are
we'll
upset.
agree to disagree, and I'm sorry that I upset you, and we'll move on from that.
I think he was asking, though, back to the question when he said, he's been asking us, okay, what do we value in relationships, or what do
Yeah.
we look for in
Yep.
guys? It was when the question came at us, what do we look for in guys? And all 3 of us were kind of like, oh, because
Yeah.
yes, at the end of the day, of course, that's the dynamic will end up being what people look for, but we all kind of were taken aback by that, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Altar's voice says, I have been married for a decade, and what the fuck list is that? Are you making a list for what women want? Question mark. They definitely explained that several times now. Yeast is another. Oh shit. Here we go. Told you, long night.
Fuck up.
Yeet. Well, his whole name is Yeet or be yeeted, bitch.
Okay.
I just don't want to say the whole thing each time. Yeah.
Yikes.
So
Listen, it's time to change that username. I'm just saying, it's not 2014 anymore.
when a woman ages from 35 to 45, it's game over for her. No man wants an old hag. A man will never lose his value as long as he gets money. In
Jesus
quotation marks, Hugh Hefner.
I would
Jesus
not fuck Hugh
Christ.
Hefner. I don't
Nah.
know. Not all women are the same, baby. I do not want. No,
I asked him-
No, no old man for me.
Are you 22?
I was
just wanna
about
know,
to say,
how
I
old
want to
are you,
ask him the
sir?
same question. How many girlfriends has he had, and how successful were they?
Facts. All right, shots fired. All right, let's get back to the real subjects over here. We got super duper duper sidetracked.
Most men don't find women that are under 25 attractive.
Yeah, no.
Most
Well,
men,
hold on. Wait, what'd you say?
no, attractive in a way of I would wife her.
Be with
Most
them, yeah.
men don't find women that are over 30 because women let me mind you.
Wait.
Women peak, their looks peak at 30. Our hormones become one.
Give or take, yeah.
And men peak at 20. Men peak at 18 to 20.
Do you mean
You mean in looks.
Looks-wise.
Got
You
you.
mean socially.
Looks-wise.
Got
right.
you.
No, not socially.
Got you.
Looks-wise. Okay. That man who's probably younger. Calling a woman an old hag is very disrespectful. But a lot of. I mean, it just depends. I feel like a woman that's 45 has it all together. She knows what she wants. She knows how to get it, and she knows how to ask for it.
Okay, hold on.
And
Let's
that's
move on. Hold on.
intimidating.
Let's move on to these subjects because we got to get this. We took care of the broke men. I want to know, do you guys? Steve already said that men and women typically can't be friends. What are your thoughts? I'm gonna start to my right. And I want to be very specific. Platonic friends.
Okay, you know, I feel, let me just explain. I feel like you can, in a way, yes, but I feel like any girl that has male friends, like if the girl is just like, hey, like let's hook up, they're gonna be like,
Down
oh my
for
god,
it.
yeah. No hesitation. But there's a difference. Also, like if the dude is my friend, yes, we all know in the back of our head they want to smash, but if we can hang out and just eat and have normal friendship, then
Okay.
you know.
So he's just scared to make a move. Okay.
I guess, yeah, basically.
I've been on both sides of it. Like I've had plenty of guy friendships that have ended with nothing, and I've had, or like continued with nothing. And I've
But
had
in the back of their mind, if you said, "Hey, come fuck me," would they come fuck you? Yes.
probably,
Yes.
but I'm also the
No,
type of person.
not probably. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
She on
no,
the
but
side.
I believe that. But also, like, if you don't have enough respect for me as your friend to get the fuck over that, then we're not gonna stay
That's
friends
what
for
I'm
very
saying.
long.
If we can hang out like
Yeah.
friends, then yeah.
Like
Okay.
I'm the type of person where like I nip that shit in the bud early on. Like if I see you as a friend and people are like, oh, it's the friend zone. Well, I'm also
It
the type of
is the
person where
friend
it
zone.
is, but like
Sorry.
if you think 5 steps further, maybe this isn't the same for men, but I think about it, what if it doesn't go well? Then we just fucked up our entire friendship. And guys may not value that, but I do because I value people a lot. And so like, yeah, is it really fun to hook up with your guy friend and laugh and be like, oops? But like, I mean, it is. It's like an oops.
Okay.
But I've also had plenty of guy friends where like, yeah, sure, on a drunken night, they're like, oh my God, like, let's hook up, like, whatever. And I nip it in the bud. And most of the time, though, they have the respect to recognize where I come from when I say, like, think about it. Think tomorrow. Think the day after. Do you really want to fuck it up like that?
Oh God. What are your thoughts?
I think that just give a hypothetical. So say me and this person are friends, and I start dating a guy, and you know we're still friends, but my guy's like, I don't want you to be friends with him because trust has to be there.
Okay.
If you don't trust that person, you know you can't hang out with. I wouldn't be comfortable with a girl hanging out at my boyfriend's house all the time because it's like that's my job.
No.
That's my job.
Never.
But
Yeah.
if we all hung out together, that's fine. But if you're hanging out with her alone, then why do you have a girlfriend then?
What if they live together?
Wait, you just threw that shit sideways.
Okay. Well,
So
if
they
they live
roommates?
together,
Yeah, I have plenty of guy friends who have girlfriends who are roommates.
and I think that would be fine. I think that regardless, I think in the end, most platonic relationships with a male is not going to work because males are sexually
Driven.
right? And so, you know, eventually we gonna fuck or we just not gonna fuck, and or it's just not there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
or it's either one. So I think if you're in a relationship and you know that trust has to be there. If it works, it might work, it might not. I don't know. It just depends on the person too.
Guys, first of all, just make your move. Go for it. Slap the ass. Tell her how you feel. Whatever you gotta
Right.
do.
Tell her how you feel, but don't slap that ass. You gonna
No,
get slapped
meaning-
right back.
Meaning like make it sexual. Meaning like make it man to woman, not make it platonic.
Right.
Because a
Right,
lot of
right.
times
Girl,
guys
goodbye.
guys are just scared to escalate. They're scared to touch.
Right.
They're scared to
They're
make a move,
scared of
etc.
rejection.
I've also
Because
had
they're
an
intimidated.
but I've also had an extremely successful past relationship with a guy who was my friend first. And he made that next call though. He took that step, and that's what I meant.
You should
by,
be best friends if you're dating.
well, right, for sure. But I mean, like, and even now, it didn't work out, but we're still friends because we recognize we're like this. Just, like,
just didn't
again,
work.
it just didn't work. But
Gotcha.
like you said, a guy should go for it. If you feel that way about your girlfriend, I don't think there's anything wrong with throwing it out there respectfly
Yeah, that's what I mean.
and putting it out there.
Obviously, don't get graped out here.
Graped.
don't do no sexual harassment out here. All right, and then the last one, so what is it? Miami says, if my dude has a small penis, I'm gonna cheat on him. What are your thoughts?
Get a
said
bigger
that?
dildo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get her
it's
one.
not the size of the wave; it's the motion of the ocean.
Okay, so it's hope for y'all little dick niggas out there.
I mean,
No, I'm playing.
if it's little and he gets you off, then he gets you off. Like. If he knows what he's doing, if he doesn't know what he's doing, you gotta let
And
him
he's
know
little.
too. Like if y'all are together,
Communication.
you should be able to be like, hey, you're not
You're not
turning
doing
me
it
on.
right.
Like I
Gotcha.
like this and this and this. So if you want to please me, you need to do that.
Okay.
And if you don't do that, then we're gonna have another.
Okay.
If we're that, we should be that open. We should have another conversation. Okay.
Okay, so
just
you
not
would,
getting it
so
done,
you
you're not getting
would
it
try
done.
to make it work.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I feel like you should if you guys
Okay.
are together. Like, if that's
Okay.
my boyfriend, and baby, I don't like it that way. You need to do it this way. Like,
Okay.
come on. And they should want to please you too. They should.
Yeah.
They should take pride in pleasing you.
I agree with that.
I like made a kind of joke, but I'm also a little serious. I said get a bigger dildo, or get some sex toys, spice it up. Again, though, like if your dude knows what he's doing, it doesn't like have to necessarily be just fucking. There's so many elements that don't even necessarily involve a dick. But
Okay,
if you
you
don't
said-
know how to
okay.
use it and you don't know what you're doing, then honestly, though, size necessarily doesn't matter in that sense. If you got a big package, yes,
Schlong.
and you are just not being courteous of certain areas, like I don't want that either. So it's like you got to be able to use it and like learn. Like sex is learning. There's fucking Google and toys and all of these things out there that you can look into and figure out how to please a woman.
I'm pretty sure Young Miami, that's her name, right?
I think.
Pretty sure she should have known if he had a little
That's
penis
what I was-
before they got
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
understand
weird.
that.
Last-
There's a lot of other. Okay, so every woman is different. Every woman comes from different things. Like a lot of women come from penetration. A lot of women come from just like I know a girl that can
Eat a
literally
girl out.
Yeah, I know a girl that can literally squirt from a guy eating her out, which is shit. Good for you, girl. But we ain't like that over here. I am a size queen. But
Hold on, wait, what? You're what?
I'm a size queen.
What does that mean?
Meaning that
wants
I
it big.
predominantly look for guys that have bigger dicks.
Gotcha.
But have I dated guys that have small dicks? Yes. But can that guy put his, he can definitely
Do
make me
other
squirt with his
things.
finger,
Yeah.
or
This shit got explicit. real
or
fast.
yes, I mean, or he can make me come.
It's about learning. You have to learn each other's body. You
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about communication.
Yep.
I think that if you already knew, if you know in your heart that this person isn't gonna make me happy sexually because he has a small penis, then you shouldn't be with him.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't. If you're not,
Don't
if you're
be
with
him, you know
exactly.
you're gonna cheat. Then why?
Why would you be
Yeah.
with that person?
It's a waste of your time, first of all.
Yeah, I think there's a lot, like she was saying, a lot of other ways to get a girl
Enhance
off. So
sexual experience.
Yeah.
Enhanced sexual. I like that. All right, now we got super chats, and then we can wrap up this video. Altarvor says, completely a liar. 30 hitting the wall again. You are answering for women, and you have no clue about men. That was for earlier. So let's
That's
continue
why
on.
I am a woman.
Let's continue
about
on.
me.
Yeet says, girl on the left, you're delusional or naive. But again, that was for earlier, so I'm just trying to catch up. Thank you for the super chats, though. Alexander says, women peak around 18 to 25.
that's not true.
Sorry to bust your bubble,
Our
Blondie.
bodies
That's not
literally
true.
change until we're like
That's
21.
not true. I would like you to
I didn't
go
even
on a-
I didn't even have tits when I was 18, and now I got some
These dudes,
tits.
these,
So like, no,
Your
your
hips-
body literally changes.
honey.
you like the
honey,
12-year-old looking girls in
honey,
the club is what you're saying.
Your hips don't come in till you're 23. Okay, your hips don't come in.
We got a lot of super chats. Let's get it. All right. So Yeet says, guy friends, quotation marks, she's for the streets. Okay. Thank you for the super
My
chat.
point,
I
you
appre-
I'll see you
Okay,
out
no,
there,
no,
baby.
no, go ahead.
Actually,
Go ahead.
Shit.
No, you gotta say.
Let's keep going.
All right, got you.
I'm tired of this Yeet.
All right. Prince Dunn, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. He says, how does a man peak at 18 to 20 looks wise? And some men can't even grow a beard until 2021.
Facts.
Question mark.
Facts.
He was asking whoever
Hormones.
said that.
No, the guy said that. The dude that messaged earlier said that guys peak later in life. Or guys peak. Oh my God, my brain.
Status quo, they peak
Status,
later in life.
like,
But
yeah, yeah.
She said looks.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you-
Hormonally.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. All right. Big Booty Bandit.
Ooh.
Girl on the left, fluent in Japanese. Thank you for the super chat.
Is she on the left or is she?
I don't.
am
I
on the
think
left?
she's on the
Who's
left. I think she's on the left. All right, Alexander.
Y'all just don't want to hear the truth. That's the problem.
How many of your guy friends has the tie dye hooked up with? Okay, yeah.
How many of your guy friends have
Have
you
you
hooked
hooked
up
up with?
with?
All
Hey,
right.
we ain't slut shaming over here.
No,
None of
I
that.
had
No, live your truth.
really. So I was a
Y'all be
swimmer.
fucking on that side too.
I was a swimmer though in
They
high school,
trying.
and I had like tons of guy friends, and there was two that I just kind of went back and forth with a little while.
Say less.
But then I was in a really serious relationship for a while. But then when I got out of that, I mean, probably like I don't know. I don't like keep my records
Okay,
like some
but
of
if
these
you're
people.
not hooking up
but,
with your
like,
guy friends, you're just hooking up with random guys.
Right. Like, I don't know. Like, at least a good handful of them.
Okay, got you.
You
Hold
can't
on.
tell me that curiosity ain't never got you, because it does.
Maybe, but let's continue. Yeet says, I'm losing brain cells every time Blondie talks. Thank you for a super chat, Yeet. Yeet says, Dorothy.
value women.
Dorothy said, Dorothy, stop. Women are petrified of rejection, which I would say is true.
Oh, I agree with
Everyone,
that.
I agree
no
with
one
that.
wants to be rejected.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody.
And then the last super chat before we can wrap up this video. Thank you. All right. Is men value youth, beauty, fertility, 18 to 25 for the win? Okay. True.
You said what?
Fertility. So if I can't have no baby,
Men
you ain't gonna marry me.
Well, a lot of men wouldn't.
A lot of
val-
men won't,
Well,
yeah.
a lot of men won't. He says men value youth, beauty,
There's
and
so many other
fertility.
options.
I agree with
18
that.
to 25 for the win. Hold on.
Oh, he wants
The
some.
It depends
cleavage
on
out.
He
how
wants
old
some
you
just
are.
legal.
Some-
If they can't drink
hold on,
alcohol,
hold on. Let me
with
make
you-
sure. Let me turn this way for me. You? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
I mean, I have blonde hair.
No. Someone says the cleavage is out. You about to get banned. I was just making sure you guys don't have your titties out and shit. All right. Closing thoughts. Starting with you.
The people on that side
Mm-hmm.
don't like us.
No, not even them. Forget
Well,
them.
they
Fuck
don't.
them.
But they don't like us.
Fuck them. Let's talk about again.
Women do not know what men want.
Period.
Okay.
I don't think men share enough openly with women about what they want.
Vulnerability.
Got you. Okay. What do you?
We all literally had no clue. So like,
Got you.
is
Okay.
that our fault or is it your fault?
That's a great
Is that our
question.
fault for not asking or is it your fault for not telling?
I like that. I
Yeah.
would say it's our fault for not telling because men lead, women follow. But go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think that would probably be my takeaway as well. But also, like, I just think it's interesting to hear that how direct that stereotypes are, like the whole like 18 to 25 thing for women, and that women like older men with money, and like there are some things that we have to, like, regardless of whether or not we like it, we have to at least recognize.
Yeah, I would agree.
And
100%.
I recognize that in myself sometimes too,
Yeah.
and I might not be proud of it, but like I liked it on platforms like this. Like, you can kind of freely admit to that and talk about it and
Of
create
course.
that conversation.
Yes, of course.
And that's important to then also allow guys to open up more to girls, to allow us to
Of
know,
course.
I now know what the 3 things most dudes like.
Yeah.
And now see you on the streets, Mr. Whomever, he said. I'll see you out
I
there.
got you. Okay, I like that.
Closing thought.
Closing
How
thoughts.
old is Beyonce?
I have
How
no clue.
old?
J-Lo,
She's how
Shakira,
60 years old. How old is Kourtney Kardashian?
45?
45, I
Something
think.
like 40,
Exactly.
45?
And how, what these women look like? Some supermodels. And y'all talking about some old hags.
18 to 25.
Right.
Mom.
Look, because that's because you haven't lived yet. You know, once you meet more people, you'll realize that everybody's different. Everybody ages differently, and everybody's gonna look different. You know, you're just immature.
All right. Now we have 2 more super chats and then we can close it. All right. Yeet says another super chat. Get ready. Shaming men for liking young women who are adults. Jealousy already, ladies? Question mark. Laugh out loud. I don't think there
I
really
fall in
was
that
shaming. Yeah. I
category.
don't think there was shaming men for liking young women. So I wouldn't even say that.
We all literally fall in that category.
All right, so Alter Void says for a super chat, thank you for a super chat. He says, what's the point? When we say that, we have females like Blondie over there saying that we are wrong.
What do you mean?
I don't know exactly what his context means when he says that, so I would need more context for us to address that super chat. But where can they find you, your Instagrams?
At ivee.gc1.
All right, and it's going to be in the link description as well.
No hate.
No hate.
You can hate,
They
you can
hating over
appreciate,
there. No
you can, as
hate.
that guy said, probably just slide in my DMs. I don't care. No. But mine is at Tay Barrend. It's Tay and then Berend.
All right.
Living Barbie doll.
All right. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.